The gold market this week was really tough to trade, and fortunately, I was able to get at least one good trade off of this market. I got a trade somewhere in here. These are some notes that I was taking for myself. I tend to do that when I'm trading, but if you're looking for a way to possibly catch some profitable trades for this upcoming week, you are in the right place because once again, I'm going to talk about my entries, my exits, and my profit target zones. And as you can see, we have some levels that are drawn here on the gold market now. So this week, since we drew these last week, we are going to make slight modifications and pretty much try to figure out where price could potentially go based on this really strong down trend this past week. And if you haven't watched the video from last week, then go ahead and check out that video. It is literally 2 videos away from this one. It will be marked something as Chart With Me Gold. So that way you can get a sense of how we marked up this particular market. So that way you can follow along. And of course, watch this video all the way until the end. I am building another community on School called the Consistent Profitable Traders. This is a group that is free to join. Basically, I envision having conversations about price action trading, and I do have some things in the classroom here. There will be more educational resources inside of the classroom very soon. And every month, I will have a monthly call where I'll answer questions that you may have about trading profitably. So go ahead and check out Consistent Profitable Traders on School. The link will be in the description box below. So now let's go ahead and get right into cleaning up the chart. So as you can see, I have a whole bunch of stuff here from this past week. This was a note for myself. I took one entry somewhere in here, and basically I just want to get rid of some of these things that I had because I was looking, get rid of that. I was looking to take a couple of trades and it just wasn't as clear as I thought it would be, especially in this area. So let's just go ahead and start on the weekly time frame. Let's go ahead and reset. Now looking at the weekly time frame, we can clearly see that price made a really strong bearish move to the downside, of course, and it tapped into this level right here around 28.33, which is actually, this move was 771 pips, which is a massive move. It also broke below the low of the previous weekly candle. So it'll be really interesting to see what price does this upcoming week. All right, so basically there's nothing for us to do on the weekly. Let's go ahead and go to the daily time frame. So now that we have a little bit more data here on the daily, let's try to make sense of all of this. So now that we have more data, I want you to pay attention to the fact that last week I drew a level here at 3,003. I drew another level here at 29.76. And then I also drew a key level here at 29.55 roughly. And these 2 levels here were basically just projections if price was to push up. Obviously it didn't do that, but I still want to keep these on my chart. Feel free to remove them from your chart if you want to. So now that we have this really strong resistance level right here, we can see by these 2 candles here, there are some levels within here that I do want to clear up. But this is pretty much all I want to look at here on the daily time frame. Let's go down to the H4 time frame to see if there's something else that we can clean up. Okay, so we still have this level looking good. Another level that I drew last week was this level right here at 29.23 roughly, mainly due to all these supports and rejections throughout the zone. Another level that I drew was essentially here at 29.08, mainly due to the same thing, support, rejections. I'm trying to see if there's something that maybe we could update for this upcoming week. Get rid of that. But we will see. And then this level right here, this is at 8.95. That's mainly due to the fact that we do have some supports over here. Once again, we do have really clean and clear rejections, although this did happen this past week and this information wasn't on the chart last week. So we may need to make some adjustments based on that. We won't touch it on this time frame, but perhaps on a lower time frame. And then I drew another really key level right here at roughly 28.75, maybe 77, 78, depending on how you want to mark that off. But that is another level. And then the other key level is here at 28.53. You can even round that up to 28.55. And then another key level right here, or actually more minor level compared to this. So typically on my charts, these thicker lines are really key lines. These slimmer lines are basically somewhat minor lines, but they're still very important. So this more so minor line here is sitting at roughly 28.40. And then I can't remember if it was last week or throughout the week, I drew this level right here at 28.33. And you can see that price landed here perfectly. So if you want to see what I did last week, once again, go ahead and check out the video that's 2 videos away from this one that's basically talking about charting gold. That's really going to help you understand the thought process here. This week, we're basically doing cleanup in preparation for the upcoming week. Let's go down to the H2 time frame. We still got our same levels that we just talked about. I'm just looking to make sure that everything looks good and just cleaning things up. I don't think there's anything really in here that I want to adjust on this time frame. Just looking to see if there's anything that I could possibly update. And so far, this setup is still looking really good. You can see that candles came here perfectly this past week. And then it came to this level perfectly. It did kind of break this, but I think I probably want to change this. So one thing I do want to change, I want to get rid of this level right here. And I just want to move this right here, mainly because we have a really strong support here on this H2 time frame. So this level is sitting at same area, basically 28.32, 33. Okay, I just wanted to have an actual level here, and this still looks good. I don't see anything I want to change. Let's go to H1, and then we're going to talk about my game plan for this upcoming week. Nothing I want to change there. Here, I'm questioning whether or not I need this level. I'm going to get rid of this level because I don't think I need it. But first, before I completely get rid of it, let me see this. Okay, this is a decent level. This is 291 pips. I definitely want to keep it clean, so I got rid of that middle level. This level, I still want to keep. It still actually looks really good. So I don't want to change that. And then this level is still looking really good. Price respected this and it formed a support at this level. Even though it did break through, it did come back today pretty much at the last minute in the market. Obviously, no one was really trading. At least I wasn't, because it's Friday. And I just want to wait and see what the market does at the beginning of next week. All right, cool. So this is all that I want to change and update on this particular market. So just to recap on the H1 time frame, I do have this level, didn't touch it. It's roughly at 3,000. This level right here, it is at 29.76. This level right here is at 29.53. This level right here is at 29.23. And this level right here, let's get in the middle, is at 28.95. This level here is at roughly 28.76. This level here is at 28.54. And then our last level is at 28.32. So I'm feeling really good about this particular markup for this chart. So let's go ahead and talk about my game plan for this upcoming week. So price could obviously go up, it could go down. So the prevailing trend that we see here is a downward trend, and price could potentially keep that. Let's go ahead and zoom into most recent price action. Okay, cool. So what I would be looking for, if you are tired of missing out on gold, in this blueprint, you're going to get an easy to follow profitable gold trading table, as well as profitable entry levels and strategies. If you've tried to decode things like FOMC, geopolitical events, you may have tried without much success. And in this blueprint, you're also going to master simple strategies that the big players like banks and institutions follow, and then also be able to spot profitable opportunities so that way you could avoid some of the common traps that other traders fall into. And then, of course, you're going to save hours of research with a clear and actionable plan inside of the gold market. Just take a look at what some people are saying about this. So go ahead and grab your copy of the Profitable Gold Market Blueprint today. So price already broke above this really strong support level. So what price could potentially do, one idea is continue that trend. It could come up to maybe here, maybe go past these highs up here, come down and retest, and then continue up here and then up to here, and then who knows how high, but let's just target right here for right now. Okay, that looks good. It did more zigzags than I wanted it to do. But anyway, but pretty much targeting this level right here. And I would want to see continued buys above this level here. This level being 28.64. This is actually, let me push this up just a little bit more just to be safe. This level is 28.66. So basically 20 pips higher. I just want to be safe and just see what price does, because this could be a nice, let me see how this range is. Okay, this is about here. This is about 100 pips. This works within my trading plan. If it's too much or too little, please adjust based on your trading plan. But this looks good for mine. So I really like this. So let me just go ahead and mark this up. More so above here. It already broke above here, but I really need for it to break above these highs in order for me to continue bullish, especially since we had all of this bearish momentum inside of this market. I wouldn't want to go against the trend unless market structure was changing. And then, of course, to the downside, if price was to continue to move bearish, I think a safe spot would definitely be right here, especially for the way that I trade below this key level right here at 28.32.33. And if price was to come back below this level, this could be another trade idea. If price was to come below this level, then you could probably see sales come down to this point. So from here to here, that's 211 pips. That's a lot of points inside of the market. And it would be justified, at least in my mind, for the way that I trade, because price is in a short-term downtrend. Even though if we zoomed out, we can see that price was clearly in an uptrend, but this may be a pullback. But obviously, we don't know how long pullbacks can last, so we just want to be safe. So for this upcoming week, this is essentially my idea for this market. If you found this helpful, go ahead and comment the word reverse, because this market has the potential to reverse, even though it did sell off pretty much all week. We just don't know. We just have to plan for both sides and just basically follow the market structure as it's given to us. So I will see you next time.